Hola, bienvenidos, welcome. This is lesson 1, which is just a brief introduction. But don't skip it, because the information you're going to see in this video is how we are going to start each and every one of our classes. So whenever you move to lesson 2, we're going to be using this information. So if you skip lesson 1, you might be a little lost. So I'm making this dedicated video so we can hop right into lesson number 2 and not have to waste time explaining this. So we will start every class by asking, what day is today? ¿Qué día es hoy? These are the days of the week, starting with Monday and ending with Sunday. Repeat after me. Repite. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. So in many countries, they start their week with Monday, not Sunday. So be careful. Also take note that the days of the week start with lowercase letters, not capital letters. So to answer today is, you're going to say hoy es. Today is. So for example, today is Thursday, hoy es jueves. Today is Saturday, hoy es sábado. But really the only thing you need to remember for now is that lunes is Monday, and then you can count from there. Because by the time you get to lesson 10 or 11, this is just going to stick without having to study it. Next, we're also always going to ask, what day is it? ¿Cuál es la fecha? Which is the date? And then to answer, you're going to word it a little backwards. In Spanish, to say, today is the 4th of June, or today is the 6th of January. So the number is first, then the month. So, hoy es, today is. So, ¿cuál es la fecha? What is the date?
Hoy es 14 de marzo.
Today is the 14th of March. They do use regular numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not ordinal numbers, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, except for if it is the 1st of the month, you can say primero, which means first, instead of saying 1. So let's go through the pronunciation of the numbers and the months. Repeat after me. Repite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. And there are 2 ways to write the numbers 16 through 29. You can read that in the purple below. And the pronunciation of the months, repite. Enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, diciembre. And if you're doubting yourself, yes, I did pronounce the letter V as a B. The V sound does not exist in Spanish. And yes, I did pronounce the Z as an S, marzo. There are some variations in pronunciation based on the region or country. And yes, I pronounced the J as an H, junio, julio. We will also start every lesson by asking about the temperature. ¿Cómo está el clima? You may also see ¿Qué tiempo hace?, but that's more of a textbook thing. I've never heard it used in any Spanish-speaking country. Let's go through the pronunciation. The meaning should be clear based on the pictures. If not, leave me a comment. Repite. Hace sol. Hace calor. Está lloviendo. Está nevando. Hace frío. Está nublado. Hace viento. Hay tormenta. So hace literally means it does or makes. So it's making sun, it's making heat. Está lloviendo is a more direct translation. It is raining, it is snowing, it makes wind. It is cloudy is a direct translation, and it makes cold. And then hay tormenta means there is a storm. We are not finished, but don't forget that in the description box, there will be copies of a lot of the materials. And if you open this Google slide and look at the notes, it gives you some other options, foggy and hail. So be sure to check that out too. We also begin class by asking what season are we in? ¿En cuál estación estamos? We are in the, estamos en el, or estamos en la. Repite, verano, invierno, otoño, primavera. The short answer is if the word ends in A, use la. La primavera, el otoño, el verano, el invierno. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but for now, that will get you by. And el and la both mean the. The next part of our beginning of class routine is asking about what you did yesterday, over the weekend, or this week. ¿Qué hiciste? What did you do? Ayer, yesterday. Este fin de semana, this weekend. Esta semana, this week. For now, I'm only going to give you 2 options. As we get through several lessons, I'll slowly add more and more options so you don't get bored and so you learn something new. So, fui a, I went to. Miré, I watched or looked at. I chose these 2 so you can use a proper noun in your answer. Remember, a proper noun is like the name of a city or the name of a store, the name of a TV show, so you're not having to come up with words you haven't learned yet. So for example, I'm going to use some examples that would make sense in the United States. ¿Qué hiciste esta semana? What did you do this week? Fui a Chicago. I went to Chicago. Fui a Walmart. I went to Walmart. Fui a Domino's. I went to Domino's. So keep things simple and say the name of the park, the name of the store, the name of the restaurant, so you're not working too hard at the moment. I really want you to get comfortable with these before we add more options. Miré Netflix. I watched Netflix. Miré Big Bang Theory. I watched Big Bang Theory. Again, choose the name of the show or the movie or the name of the streaming service. Miré Facebook. I looked at Facebook. Miré YouTube. I watched YouTube for now. And later we'll add some vocabulary words. And the last part of our routine is to talk about our plans. ¿Qué vas a hacer? What are you going to do? Hoy, today. Esta semana, this week. Este fin de semana, this weekend. And again, I'm going to answer with proper nouns. ¿Qué vas a hacer hoy? What are you going to do today? Voy a Target. I'm going to Target. Voy a Little Caesars. I'm going to Little Caesars. Voy a mirar Netflix. I'm going to watch Netflix. Voy a mirar YouTube. I'm going to watch YouTube. And again, slowly I'll add more and more options. So that's it for your first little introduction video. Head on over to lesson 2 to really get rolling.